How we doing today, man? We are back, ready to trade. Take Profit Trader. I got my code back with Take Profit Trader, but I have a 3-month trial to see if I get to keep it. Last time I didn't get enough sales, and they ripped my code from me. So Code Diego on Take Profit Trader and Funded Next. I got those new codes. 50% off on Take Profit Trader. I think it's 3 days to pass evals now. So just making the rules pretty crazy. They look really good. If I was trying to scale up, I would definitely get some. So send me screenshot of proof using a Take Profit Trader account specifically, and I'll enter you into a specific Take Profit Trader giveaway. I got 3 accounts to give away since I'm new with them. Everyone else, Apex, I think 9% off. My Funded Futures running some great deals. Lucid 40% off on their direct plans or daily payout plans, and TradeFi and Alpha are Alpha's 40% off. So yeah, that's all the codes. That's all the deals in the prop space, because we have 1 minute till market opens here, and I'm going to be honest, I'm kind of mixed on what I want to see happen, right? ES, we had this SMT, we had a bearish move. We had this huge bearish move yesterday. It was actually really clean. We had this bearish order block slash change in state delivery that delivered us from this fair value gap all the way lower. Very beautiful. But we hit this data low. Now I'm going to unmark that from my charts. We have a weekly fair value gap below. We have these stack lows, and then we have these lows. So I am bearish. It's hard for me to look at this chart and not be bearish. But do I expect it to just unlimitedly fall? No. So I'm going to kind of be hesitant to just be like, oh, I'm super bearish, and just get caught up. I want to see a Judas swing, and I want to see a continuation towards this weekly fair value gap. But that being said, ES already has swept out this low. So we have an SMT with this low here, and we could get legs higher. So it's kind of a tricky day for me. I can't lie. It's kind of a tricky day. We did tag into this 30-minute or 1 hour up here. So yeah, I'm not really 100% sure like how I want things to go down, but we're going to manage risk. We're going to do our thing. So I've got to trust the fact that if I just follow my plan, we will win. If we lose today, we lose today. If we win today, we win today. So I wanted to let my winners really do their thing. So market open here. We have no news. So market open is just going lower. I want to let my winners do their thing, because I've kind of just seen that the best way to trade for me is just when I get in, follow my plan, follow my plan, follow my plan. So market's very volatile of it, but I'm going to give it a second here to cool down. ES is running towards its low right here that NQ's already taken. So we shall see what happens. So I'm excited to trade. Yesterday got break even pretty much, and then followed my plan of just sticking to one trade. One trade a day for me allows me to just not blow my accounts up and not have a bad day. And just not having a bad day is sometimes all you need to have a good day. So definitely going to be careful here, because ES kind of edged this low, and I don't want to just expect that the SMT holds, although this would look like a nice, long, aggressive entry. If you'd want to get in there, I personally kind of want to wait for more structure. Although this does look good. We could get in there comfortably, 4 micros. That's the trade of the day. Running from us right now. This market open, Judas swing, flip, this candle close. This was the entry. Would have gone 4 micros, targeting this. So 1 to 1.4. So risking 400 to make 1 to 1.4, about 560. If it plays out, which I'd assume it would. I'd be kind of shocked if it doesn't. But I didn't take it for whatever reason, so I just sit here and wait for something else. And the reason I mainly didn't take it is because, to be honest with you, I'm not really that bullish. If I was like seen as bounce out of a key PD array, maybe, but I don't really see us bouncing out of a key PD array. So out of like a fair value gap or anything to the left of us, ES kind of edged this low. So I don't know. I didn't love it, and it's starting to fail, which is nice. Do I like this? Kind of want to just hold up and let it do its thing. I mean, this would be a nice 1 minute inverse to the downside in line with the bearish bias, but we didn't really manipulate any highs. So if I would have got in when it started running through, I'd be probably break even. Definitely a weird, tricky market open. I'm going to let it do its thing and just kind of, I want the trade to come to me, you know? Part of me is wondering how this would look as a trade. Something like this to the weekly gap. But I mean, I just don't love it. I just don't love it, dude. So it's all right. If it goes without me, it goes without me. But this was a nice sweep inside this gap right here. The unfilled section would be there. That's the unfilled section of that 5 minute gap. Just not really sold on much here. Shorts do look like they want to present, so we just let it play out. Whipsaw morning open. You just always got to be careful in these types of market opens where they just kind of go up, and down, and then you got to wait. Wait closer to that macro. Wait closer to that market open or that 10 a.m. Just kind of wait, you know, be patient. It's easy to get that FOMO right off open and think, oh my gosh, it's gonna go. And sometimes it's set up perfectly. You have to know when it's ready to go off open, when you need to be aggressive, and when to sit back. Today, I need to sit back more. Why? Because I didn't have clear and obvious manipulation points. I didn't have clear and obvious targets to the upside or downside. So for me, that kind of made me hesitate, which is why I have to trust my experience of reading the market and saying, okay, cool, I didn't trust this. So now I've got to wait. We have just tapped into equilibrium of this range, so that doesn't scream bullish or bearish to me. I do like this.
Order filled. Order working. Order working.
I do definitely regret this trade. $29. Wow, I'm getting so nervous in this trade.
Order working. Order cancelled. Order cancelled. Order working. Order working. Order working. Order cancelled. Order
Stop
working.
filled.
Order working.
I don't know why I did that partial thing, but
Order cancelled. Order working.
it's out of my control. I just gotta accept that. Out of my control.
Stop filled. Stop filled. Order cancelled.
Alright, break even on that. What was the trade? The 30-second retraced deep, then flipped higher. Went break even when it pushed through here. I don't mind that. I don't know why I trailed my like 1 micro there. It was kind of a weird decision. That was definitely just like a, I don't know. If I'm following one trade a day, I got to be done there. Which again, it's another one of those days where I could have lost. But I'm sitting here. I don't really want to be done after that trade because again, it feels like another day where it's just like a waste of my time to take it. And then that's why I don't like this one trade a day, where if I get break even. The reason why I went break even as well in that position is because we did already retrace my entry. So my entry is here. We retraced, flipped, then we retraced again, flipped, and flipped strong. So I don't want to see us come back down to my entry. So I don't mind the break even decision at that point. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably not locking my accounts out right now because I really don't feel like it makes sense to lock my accounts out. Considering we have so much time left in the day for opportunity, I just think there's like a part of following your rules, and then there's also just like, you know, where you're just kind of selling yourself short, and I just think it would be bad. So Yeah, I think I need to just set my rules to just, if I take a loss, that's it. Because I should be sizing accordingly, right? And if I take a win, I'm done. Break evens are fine. Like, this is a break even. Because realistically, if I win, I'm done. If I break even, I could go again. And if I lose, I need to be done. So, kind of like cope there. But I just think at 9:45, it's just like, it's super dumb to end the day. Like yesterday, I ended the day because I just didn't see anything I liked. And market was moving around pretty choppy, right? Where do we go short? We went short here, and the market was just really choppy. So it's like, okay, cool, I was done for the day. Whereas today, I don't know if I necessarily want to be done for the day because we have so much time left. Market is kind of choppy, so maybe we do get out of here. But I'm real. That's why I don't like one trade a day. I think it kind of limits you. It makes you also not want to go break even when you should. Like this trade might end up being a losing trade, and it probably would have been because I had my stop here. So this would have been a losing trade trying to hold for the win. And if I was just like not letting myself go break even because like, oh my gosh, my only trade, like if I go break even, it comes out and goes back higher, then I'm out. I don't know, dude. Like I'm kind of like wrestling with the one trade because like I know it prevents me from having a terrible day, but I think that I still have the same. I can't jump in, so I need to make sure that I didn't, like if this candle stopped me at break even and went this way, I couldn't get in, right? But if I wait for another setup, I don't really see a problem with that because realistically, people probably like nobody's probably into a trade yet, or like the trade of the day hasn't happened clearly, right? So again, I could just be coping my way through things, but I don't know. Like if I don't see anything, I don't see anything. It's definitely easier to step away on a break-even day than it is on a losing day. And right now, I'm not seeing anything clear, but yeah, I'm not gonna log my accounts out and have day done here potentially for just such a lackluster day, right? There's so much opportunity. It's not even 10 o'clock yet. So I understand I could have lost, and on my day would be done. That's how it works. But that's why we set the risk. That's why we set the lockout risk, and that's why we have. And we're not going to touch that. That's the one non-negotiable. I don't touch my lockout risk. I do have to be careful though. If I take a loss that's not daily loss, lockout loss, I can't go in and just change it. I have to be aware of that. That's definitely a tendency I'll want to have. So right now, market's kind of just doing its thing, pretty chopped. The first 5 minute no imbalances. So I'm going to be very patient here because we are break even. We did take a trade. We don't need to take a trade. We could step away, but again, I want to see if there's any opportunities provided instead of just wasting a whole day. Because again, if there's a beautiful, perfect setup that I don't take because I lock myself out, it doesn't make sense, right? Because at the end of the day, this is about risk management, which is not blowing up your accounts. And if you're break even, again, I'm kind of like going back on my rules, but I'm kind of seeing live time why it doesn't make sense to trade my rules that way. Reason why I don't mind going break even where I did is because of, again, the structure that we formed on the way up. And I'd want to see if we don't go to this high after coming up like this, we're probably not going to the high. That's something that I've learned through trading, is that when watching these candles, when watching this candle here, comes down, okay, retest this high. When it pushes above and soups and doesn't go on the second one, I know that we're cooked. Like it's over. So, yeah. 29 was our entry. We got a cooked entry on that thing. Our stop was there. Our first partial needed to be there. So if I would have closed it all there, that would have been a 0.4R, not even a half R trade. So not really sure. I mean, I didn't partial there. I just trailed the stop there, which ended up being fine. But when this candle was pushing through, probably should have kept going. So that was a little bit of an antsy one. But based on this range, we probably need to do 3 micros today. I do still think that the market probably wants to go lower, which is also why I'm a little bit disappointed in that long. A little bit of like no context long there. It's just kind of a pattern trade. If I really think about it, it's probably a pattern trade. And in the sense of, okay, we have move lower, higher. sweep low, inversion. I mean, it played out, but like, let's be serious. Market's very slow. So we sit and we wait. I'm excited for soccer to start up. La Liga, Real Madrid play on Saturday, I believe. It's going to be great. But with this move overnight, where was market Monday to like this overnight move here was a pretty big range. So typically you kind of get some chop price action. I kind of want to look for longs out of the weekly gap. To play shorts to it is a little bit tough. Like you kind of just have to slap something like this. Just rock that, but I'm not confident in that even, so market's very slow here. I'm fully happy with the way I managed this position. Am I happy with the setup as much as I could be? I understand why I did it. I thought that maybe the idea here is simple. We have all this move lower. I'd want to see some sort of retrace. A lot of times you see a retrace, but we haven't really set up for the retrace. ES did look good for longs off this low, but we don't even have that much liquidity generated, just like higher lows. It's just like a trending down market, so it's kind of tough for me to have tried to make that play. So again, I'm just going to be overly patient here if I do take a second setup, considering I've already taken one. But yeah, it's tough for me to want to lock out when you got to wait a whole 24 hours to trade again, and it's like, I shouldn't think that way, but like at the same time, dude, I would be kicking myself if a beautiful textbook, easy, obvious setup forms in the next like 30 minutes and I just, lock out but maybe that's what I should do. I don't know if I'm coping. I don't know, because I still haven't taken another trade. So maybe we can think on it and reflect and kind of figure out, am I coping or am I, like what the deal is. So what makes it tricky to live record, because you can't fake anything. I can't say, oh, I took my one trade and I got off. Like if I spend 30 minutes and then I get off, like, cool, I'm happy with that. But it's not the same as me coming on. Yeah, I took my trade, I got break even, I was done. One trade and done for the day. It's like, you kind of put your neck on the line here and show people what's really happening. So it's what people don't do. That's like what all these guys you watch don't do. Anyone that doesn't live trade or post live executions or live trading, this is why. It's because they want to manipulate their audience. If they go, they take a loss, then they revenge trade it all, make it all back and say, oh, I just took 2 trades. I took a loss and then win. Or they just say, like, I took 1 win. Or they just blow their account and buy new ones, but you never see their account numbers. And then they just say, oh, I did this. Well, right now, not seeing a whole lot of anything. Shorts from here would have been the move. But trading's difficult, man, because live time, it takes longer than you want for candles to print, man. I cannot lie to you. Like, when I'm sitting here watching, think about this. This movement right here. Or from this high, like if let's say you shorted right here. You shorted there. This just took 11 minutes. And I'm not saying that's the longest time ever, but think about you're in a position and your target's down here and it still hasn't hit. And it's about to hit. And you got in here. I mean, you're waiting and you're here and it comes down. It comes up and you're like, oh my gosh, might give me. And it comes down and then it starts coming up. Oh my gosh. And it comes down and it starts coming up. And it goes down and then it starts coming up. And it's like, and this starts coming up, and then down here, and this starts coming up. It's like you never feel confident, and then boom, your take profit gets hit, and now in hindsight, it's like, oh my gosh, I took this short, and it smacked TP. It's like, well, it didn't smack TP. It kind of like grazed TP. It kind of like eventually got there, and that's where I struggle the most with trading. It's just like, is you can't just push the buttons to skip the bars and see if you won or lost, like backtesting. You have to like sit through it physically, and you can't make dumb decisions. So I think my biggest thing I'm trying to get good at is just like, okay, I go break even, or I focus on my trade, and if I go break even, just like it doesn't matter what the trade does. Like I was trying to say, like out of my hands. Like when I was in that trade, it's like it's out of my hands. It doesn't matter what the trade does because I don't have control over if the market goes up or down. So now we're gonna have this 30-second here. I'd want to see like a change in state of delivery more than just this 30-second IFVG. I do kind of like this, bro. I don't know why. I'd want to see that displacement, though. I'd want to see it really be ready to run, and then I'd go break even at that. Honestly, I'd go break even here.
Order filled. Order working. Order working.
Let it play out. I definitely want to see more of a breakout here, like a candle close up higher now would really give me confirmation. Like a big candle right here would really give me confidence that this is going to hit break even. If we can get to that 10 a.m. open, I feel confident. Don't love it. It should be quick here if it's going to fully reverse. I don't mind this loss if it loses because I'm playing like a range day. But it definitely does seem a little bit hesitant now and less probable.
Order cancelled. Order working. Order working.
I hate that. That screams we're going to manipulate one more time. $10 a.m. is about to open here in 15 seconds. agonizing. It really is out of my control though now. I want it to go up, but it doesn't want to, it seems. Needs to be quick now.
Order working. Order cancelled. Order working. Order cancelled. Order working. Order filled. Order cancelled. Order working.
Not really sure what's happening here, to be honest with you.
Order cancelled. Stop filled. Order cancelled.
Alright, so stopped us at break even again. Why did I partial at that high here? Because there's a 1-to-1 from where I got in. Where did I get in? I got in like 50, 54, 53. So it's about a 1-to-1 from where I got in. This thing probably will go lower now, considering we do have that weekly gap. Like weirdly looks good. Although I'm kind of like just kind of lost in today's price action. It's very just like back and forth. It just sucks to have another day of like 130 or like 140. It's like, you know, that's like 260 across the 2 days. It's like, you know, that's not even one loss, which is just annoying. So definitely not my best day. But it's also not I need to not think of it as a terrible day. It's just I've tried 2 trades, and neither of them have, I mean, both of them have been break even. Like I took this 30-second that I really liked because we had to close above this change of state delivery, this fair value gap. I held it. I mean, yeah, it's like every trade is lucky not to lose, essentially, because that's just how trading works. Like you get lucky not to lose. And it went up, it ran up here, and then I went break even with this spike. And when it ran above here, because we spent so much time on entry, I want these reversals to be quick. Kind of like this, though it didn't close. But now I'm like, I kind of like this, and then I would go 2 micros. It's like, if I'm not even willing to risk my normal risk, what's the point taking the trade? You know? So, not really sure what the move is here. Do I just pack it up and accept defeat, or break even and no huge win, or what? Yeah, I'm not like I really just don't know what the market's trying to do, really. That's more so what I need to be worried about. I do kind of like the way shorts are presenting. But I don't have really an entry trigger this 1 minute, and then this flip right here would have been solid. You'd go break even now. This would have been the entry. To go short, you targeting this. If I had 3 micros, that'd be $600. I'd be risking like 40 points. So technically I could have done 5 micros, but it's like also too, like when I've been back testing, I gotta know which days to just skip. And when you look at ES, this is a day to just skip. Like if you see ES doing this, it's like this is a day to skip. We had this weekly for value gap, so that's like the only like confluence where I'm like, okay, like we have something here. Other than that, it's like price action isn't bad, like terrible. Like if you are bearish and you have the right idea, right? We Judas swing, or we fake lower, we manipulate the first move, and then we get the real move. What happens? We pull back to equilibrium, right? Almost OTE of this range, get an inversion. This is your entry. If you enter there, you put your stop like there. Or if you put your stop there, you're on 3 micros, you're targeting this. I mean, that's like your trade, but you'd be break even now. So there's always opportunity, but not every opportunity is equal. So ES is about to run its over early morning lows. And I am getting more and more comfortable just saying, you know what, I'm kind of happy being break even today. It stinks though, being up $300 on that position. Target a 1-to-1 there. Get in here. 56. The stop is 50 points. The take profit would be 50 points. We could have hit that 1-to-1, but that's all right. When you get this movement, you want to see it keep going. I should have just, I mean, I was bearish overall though. So today was a tricky day because I was taking trades against my bias, really. And the clear and obvious setup is short, so, or the clear and obvious direction is short. So the market is clearly hunting for this weekly fair value gap, with the SMT, the weekly SMT, everything in place. The 4-hour displacing super hard through this bullish fair value gap. Didn't even think about it. I just kind of expected more of like a manipulation higher first, before doing this, but didn't really get it. ES was also just super slow all morning, so kind of just a weird encounter today. Should drop lower here now with ES having those equal lows. Just gonna screenshot that setup for now because that's just a beautiful setup. That was the setup of the day. But again, I say this is a day that you can really get chopped up if you're not careful, because even though there is a directional bias, clearly I wasn't even trying to take it. I was trying to take other stuff, which is interesting. And where I really want to make strides is to not be taking setups in these kinds of conditions, like where like, why am I taking longs counter trend? Yes, we had like I pattern traded today. I took a long here, and they're not bad pattern trades. The low resistance liquidity had to be ran before going lower, just the way the market moved, or it doesn't have to be ran, but it did get ran. Thought that we were going to make another move lower first. But yeah, ES reversing without taking that low is just sus. Like, I don't know what else to say. 1, 2, we had these stacked highs. It just, I don't know. The market's not really making much sense to me currently. Let's see what happens when we retrace here. You got in off that 10 a.m. probably is going to smack today. This is probably Powell's entry right here on 10 a.m. open. 28, so 50 points for 200. I actually kind of wouldn't mind doing a limit order there. With 1 micro and just kind of like trying it out. It's like, it'd be so tempting, dude. Where's 10 a.m.? Well, I guess 10 a.m.'s right here, so that would be at 67.50. 67.50. That doesn't make sense. 10 a.m. 647.50. 647. This would be it.
Order working.
That would be the order. I don't know if I like need it there though. Like if I want to do it or not. So I'm just gonna leave
Order
it there.
cancelled.
Oh, why'd I do that? M and Q. I hate when that happens. One minute. I don't know. I like weirdly feel like this is such a decent entry, but stop would be above here probably. It doesn't seem bad, bro. It doesn't seem bad, genuinely. If I do it with one micro, I'm only losing $80. We'd have stacked lows. I'm gonna try it for
Order
fun, dude.
working.
We're gonna put our stop here.
Order working.
Risking 20 points. 47, 57, 67, like 25 points. I think it'd be cool to see. We're gonna target the weekly gap, which is all the way down at 534. 534. With ES having equal lows, I feel like this is the best time to ever try this type of trade. And we're break even, so we're just playing with the profits, and we're not risking more than we're up, so I don't mind trying this. Dog, there's no way. There's genuinely no way, bro. I guess it did reject off that OTE, though. That'd be nice, though, because then it'll come up and it'll be a manipulation of this high, and then it could roll over, so if it does come back up. That's the exact reaction I'd want to see if it did fill me in. I'd be at break even for sure right now. Kind of crazy to see that level print like that though. Kind of like now though, do I expect it to? I guess again it would be that manipulation above, but like. I'm gonna go for it. I'm risking like $30. Ooh.
Order filled. Stop filled. Stop filled.
Wow. Okay. So that did not work. I guess we needed our stop above this high, and we'd be in that. So that clearly was some sort of news. Yeah, I don't know. Today's not really going according to plan. It kind of doesn't make sense. Very choppy. Very just cooked price action. Yeah, I was trying to only lose $40 max and lost 50, but that's so irrelevant in the grand scheme of things if you really think about it. Yeah, it's kind of funny how that would be what happens when I try and do something like that. Not really seeing much that makes me want to go long here. That candle doesn't really scream bullish to me. It kind of just seems like a little bit of manipulation. And again, we're break even on the day, so we don't really need to do anything. And the market doesn't literally look like it wants to do anything. Again, I'm having the hardest time just stepping away today because I have this attachment to some sort of progress that I could make, or some sort of like progress. And it's such an irrelevant part of trading. Like I could show up tomorrow and we could get the best setup ever. And we didn't lose today. We didn't lose yesterday. And even if we did lose today and you lose yesterday, it doesn't matter. But for whatever reason, I don't want to really step away because it's like, I have this attachment to the outcome, attachment to the progress, attachment to getting somewhere, and I'm like, oh, well, I have this fear that as soon as I turn off the charts, it's going to, show me the most obvious setup, and that's just not really the case. It's not how this is going to work, clearly. And, part of me wants to just, really, this, I don't know why I was ever really shorting there, but, I was just going off of the 10 a.m. That was just dumb, dude. That was just, a straight, just, playing with profit, just having some fun. We had SMT at these lows right here, and then we got a nice 30-second inversion that would have been how it is. I wouldn't have taken that long, but it's just funny. So I'm just kind of lost for ideas here, and again, the idea is, hey, just turn off your computer, you idiot. Just turn off your computer, and I definitely should or could. Look at ES, it's not doing anything. Look at NQ, it's very slow and very choppy. Why do I feel like I'm gonna miss something. Like, what? Where's this FOMO? Like, it's this FOMO that I'm gonna miss something, and I didn't miss anything in the session. So why do I have this FOMO? I didn't really miss anything, at all. I did not miss anything. Did we sweep this low? That'll kind of get me a little bit upset here. No, equal lows. So. If we didn't have a weekly gap with such strong displacement towards it, I wouldn't be so, like, adamant, but... Basically just lost what I had on that first stupid trade. Going break even, or like trailing to here. But again, I'm not down. I haven't traded bad today. I've been in control of my risk. I've been taking, for how bad are the trades I've taken, like, essentially, I mean, they weren't like terrible, like this long here, fine, whatever, just we were on the wrong side of the market, and we took probably a trade that, again, we knew kind of going to the day where our bias was, but you can always play both sides. You can always be able to make a case for longs. Like, I could make a case for longs right now. Like, okay, we have broke out of this range. We're kind of feeling, but actually I can't really make that much of a case for longs. I can't lie to you. I really don't think longs look great. But you can always make a case for both sides. Like, at this point, I could make a case like, okay, we had this low resistance liquidity. We had this gap here that we wanted to trade back into this 2-minute unfilled, a 3-minute unfilled. Like, there was kind of like context behind maybe wanting to go back up there. And this has just become a very just chopped session. It's a chopped session. Like, but that's no excuse, right? I still have the control to make the decisions. But like, why? I don't know. It's like I convinced myself that, because again, I should have logged, or could have logged out. I don't want to say should have, could have, would, but could have logged out here after this trade, right? Because break even, what happens? That's 9:42. Like, my day would have been done at 9:42. So, did we miss anything? No, we didn't miss anything going forward. So we had another opportunity, so we actually did technically make a little bit, but we also put risk on the table, and we didn't make our risk, so it doesn't really matter. And then we got break even again, and it's like, so our day would have been done 30 minutes into the market. 30 minutes into the market open, and that's also another hard thing to kind of process. It's like, it's hard to understand as a trader that you don't get paid for your time. And it's like, for me, I'm like, okay, well, I want to keep working today. Like, I want to keep working. Like, I feel like this is if this is what I'm trying to do for my job, it's like, well, who works for 30 minutes and gets off and gets off for the day? It's like, I essentially, I don't have nothing to do, but it's like, trading is what I enjoy, and it's hard to just step away when you haven't made any progress and you don't feel desperately down because you're not down on the day and losing. So you kind of just like, why leave? Why get off? Why step away? Why not find another trade? I really don't understand why mentally it's like, just turn off the screen, come back tomorrow. Just turn off the screen, come back tomorrow. You didn't do anything. Like, you don't have to feel bad. Like, I don't need to feel bad. I'm a grown man. I made a decision to take another few trades, and I tried a freaking 10 a.m. The 10 a.m. okay, like, low key what we were doing there, but it's not like I went in full boarding that, right? I kind of am looking at that and like, okay, what, like, you know, let's be serious with ourselves right now. Like why did I do that? But, you know, is what it is. The first trade wasn't the greatest trade ever. Yeah, it wasn't the greatest trade ever, but did its thing. It break even. Second trade, I'm always going break even here. Like, I'm cool with the day. Like, I'm a grown man. I say I want to stick to one trade a day, but I did 2 trades, and then that just the 10 a.m. trade. I don't know, dude. I tried the Aura farm with it. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it is what it is. But I took 2 trades that weren't bad. Like, they were mechanically good. They were contextually probably not the best, and I didn't lose. And really, I don't see where I would have won too greatly. I mean, maybe if I shorted here or if I shorted here, but I don't know. None of them were that great. So, like, you know, it kind of just, it is what it is. It is what it is today. And I need to not have, like, I have this, like, I low-key just kind of, like, feel bad for myself. Like, oh, like, I just trade, like, but I didn't trade terribly. I didn't, like, nothing bad happened to me. Nothing bad happened to me. And I need to just relax. And nothing's happening here. So I'm like waiting low-key at this point to the macro. Ugh. But even then, what am I doing? Like, do I really, like, at this point, when price action's been this bad, do I really want to even wait and then potentially take a trade and then potentially be down? Like, does it really make sense to do that? That's what I'm trying to ask myself. And again, these are the days where you go on FX replay, and let's just do a little bit of FX replay right now. Let's do a little FX replay right now, right? And just kind of see, like, you kind of see what you do. You just skip through the session, right? When it's going like this, you're just like, okay, on to the next. On to the next. On to the next. On to the next. So, this is my session right here. Ooh, what a banger I just caught. I was doing some back testing before the session opened. And what I've learned is, like, there's times where you'll lose, and it's just like, you got it, like right here. You lose, boom, you lose. Boom, you lose. It's like you just move on to the next day, right? Go to that next day. So we're up 3,500. We were actually up more on this session. I was actually up more, so now I'm looking at the charts over here, just waiting. But yeah, so let's just see. I'm just gonna do some back testing till 10 or till 11, and just see. So got relative equal highs up here. We're kind of in a chop fest on the higher time frame. It's like I try not to look at the higher time frames too much when I'm backtesting 2026 because I don't want to, like, remember what happens. But you're also, like, intraday, so it's like it doesn't really matter if you kind of know. It's not like I have memorized it, but this is a pretty chop day so far. And look how easy it is to be patient. Okay, I'm seeing nothing. This is like today. Okay, what time is it? It's 10:30. This is like, look at that. So instead of spamming trades, we just sat through this and we're like, okay, this is trash. Bang, 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 bang. And then it's like, okay, look what happens. Look what I'm about to do. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Watch what I'm about to do. I'm about to show you guys. Watch this. Okay, I don't like anything that's happening here. On to the next. And then you're just into the next session. And it's like, well, what happened yesterday? Let's see. Thursday. We did nothing. We chopped. And then it's like, so then what happens is we have clear draw lower. We had a manipulation of this high, which is probably in like a hourly 1 hour fair value gap. We're displacing towards it. I want to see market open, Judas swing, and then go lower. Or I want to see us go lower, and then I'll re-anticipate. So market's still doing nothing live time, guys. Don't worry. So the draw got taken. Market's opened here. We swept this low. We have this above. This doesn't look bad for an entry, but I'm going to let it play out for longs. yeah, longs just played out. I remember market open was super aggressive here in these early days of 2026. Let's get a pullback, and then we'll try and play a flip to those highs. And we missed out. So guess what happened? We missed our trades. We were right in the direction, and we just moved to the next session, right? That's just like why backtesting is always easier than live trading, is because when you're sitting through chop like today, we're sitting through this, you just say, next session, please. And you don't get chopped up, and you don't blow your accounts, and you don't do dumb stuff. So we're on a Monday here. We have a new week opening gap above. That makes me very bullish, especially if we get some sort of manipulation lower. Let's see. Okay, well, again, we just kind of move off open here at the beginning of the year. Like that's how I was printing, was just taking trades off open. I do want to see manipulation lower. Okay. So we swept out some lows there. I want to see real displacement. Okay. For me, this is a long entry. And I would honestly just target this high. Why is this a long entry? Why could it definitely fail? Definitely could just fail because we could just reject and go lower. But look what happens. Watch, we're going to show the power of risk management. I'm going to maybe lose this trade, and then we just keep moving on with the day. Look, we lose, and guess what happens? We took one loss. Let's see if there was any re-entry. Probably not. Market's choppy, and you took your loss for the day, and you don't blow up, you don't revenge trade, you don't do anything dumb. And look, you go to the next day, and what's going to happen the next day? We're probably going to win. Why? Watch this. So we have swept that low. I mean, we're really choppy on this these higher time frames here, but so I expect us to go higher here after we manipulate lower. Simple as that. And guess what happens? We risked 500 yesterday, we risked 500 again, and what happens if our TP hits? 1200. So look what happened. We took a loss, we just skip to the next day, and we take a win. It's like, it's literally that simple. And then look what happens. We took the win, we don't sit there all day, we go to the next session. And what do? I mean, this is just a backtesting session at this point. Like, screw it. I'm gonna just flex my muscles here. So again, this is just chop work on the higher time frame. Again, I'm like glancing through this because I'm not trying to like just sit here all day and backtest, but it just shows you how easy it is. And even if you're not right and you missed something, like let's just say you missed something, you're wrong about the bias, like you took the wrong trade. It doesn't matter. You show up the next day and then you just get a trade. Like, it's so simple, dude. It's so simple. And it's like, I don't know why. Well, I do know why. It's because I'm sitting here and you have to watch each one of these candles print. And you're just hoping it's going to clean up, hoping it's going to get better. So we're just running higher here. I'd want to see this be a target at some point. So guess what happens? We have choppy grind up. There's no entry for me. I'm not longing at the top of at the highs. I'm not longing. I'm not shorting right now either. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. I'm not getting any FOMO on any tiny move. And what happens? It's 10:20. Market is looking just ass. Not getting any FOMO. That doesn't make me want to get short. It doesn't make me want to get long. Nothing's happening. Guess what? Nothing's happened. It's now 11. What happens here? What day is it? It's Wednesday? Might even be FMC day. Nah. But yeah, what happens here? Absolutely nothing. And then guess what? I didn't take a trade. I didn't force anything. And then I just go to the next day. And let's see what happened on that previous session. What happens on that previous session? We just chop around, and then look what happens. Never got set up. Never got set up. And that's what today could be. Today could be one of those days where we just never get set up. And it's like, you know, you're sitting there all day waiting for something that's not going to happen. So now we have those relative equal highs. I'd want to see us, we did manipulate this low. Actually, no, we didn't. We have relative equal lows. So I'd want to see which way we start swinging towards. And markets is going to open here. Okay, bang. So market's opening. We're displacing lower. Let's see what we get. And look how much more often we get a no trade day when we're trading back testing. Because again, there's no entry there, short. We're inside this huge imbalance. I don't like any entry. And it just sells off. And then guess what? We didn't get a trade. Like, I didn't short off open, and it did nothing. So then we go to the next day. It's like, when do I ever take 2 days in a row with no trades? Like, literally never. But when I back test, I'm not taking a trade every single day. And it's like, this is where the disconnect between me and like real profitability will be. So we have this, these highs, and we have these lows. Let's see what ES is. We have these lows. So this is going to be a day where I let the market open, I let the Judas swing, I let the manipulation tell me what it wants to do. Now we have this move lower. Does this mean I'm going to trade? No, because it just, like, look how slow and choppy this is. And it's just like, again, this is a day that I should just push the skip button in real life, like today's day. I should just push the skip button, but I don't have the balls to do it. Or I don't have just the desire, I guess. I have the itch to make money. So boom, market's going to manipulate here. And look, why did I take this long here? Because sometimes I'll take a long that looks like that. Well, we don't have a clear reason that we're going to go higher versus lower, right? We have draws on both sides. So this displacement lower, and then followed by this move higher, does lead me to believe we want to go seek higher prices now, but doesn't matter because there's no clear entry. Let me displace towards the drawn liquidity first. Now let me get some sort of 5-minute entry. And look at that. This is like 3 days in a row where I just don't like anything enough. Look at that. We skip again. And it's like, am I being too picky or am I just trading my edge? And it's like, I'm probably just trading my edge, realistically. So now what do we get? We have this new week opening gap above. This is a Monday, I'm guessing. Yep, Monday. And some markets, live time, still not doing anything. So we get this, off open. I can't lie, I probably expect this trade to win. I'm low-key, I'm just gonna slap this dude. Like, again, sometimes it's just obvious, and watch, it's gonna just snap back down on me, but sometimes it's just obvious, dude. I mean, you have this sweep pre-market, you have this sweep overnight, you have this high, like, it's probably going to run to that new week gap. Yeah, sometimes the market's just obvious. Look at that, we didn't trade for 3 days and we come and smack the first setup that presents itself, and it's that easy, and you're on to the next day, 5-minute work day. So you do 3 days of nothing, you take a trade, and you don't know if you're going to win the trade when you take it. You could lose, but then you show back up and you do your thing. And look at that, market sold off heavy. We have this low right here now that we're gearing towards. We manipulated this hourly gap, so I'm pretty bearish. Let's see when market opens. What we do, because that matters more to me than anything. So we market open, we manipulate higher into probably a 4-hour gap. Nope, not yet. Market's not doing a whole lot that I like. And look at that. Look at that. Choppy price action like we're getting today. Where do you see an entry? Nowhere. Nowhere. Even though we wanted to go lower, it's kind of just doing its thing. So guess what? That's another no trade day. Like, let's look at these analytics. Just curious now. I'm just curious now. And why do I feel like we're about to get just a banger long off of this weekly gap? I feel like we're going to get a nice long here at 11. But look at this. Let's see the win rate. Let's see everything. Let's see. 27 winners, 22 losers. Look at that. I've lost 22 times. I've almost lost more times, or the same amount of times. Best win. So what's my average profit factor? 1.4. So it's like not even that crazy. But look at this. Like, look at these days. Look at these trading days. March, one trading day so far. This day we missed out on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. We skipped 6 trading days. I guess we traded these ones. January, we skipped 1, 2, 3. But look, 3 trading days that we missed. I don't miss 3 trading days often, to be honest with you. So just look at this. Look, we lost a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. But we won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. Right? Let's just keep that back testing, man. I'm waiting for ES to grab this low, and we're going to run this low resistance liquidity above. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm waiting for. So, let's just keep back testing while we wait here. How do I get back? There we go. So we're back. It's 1040 on this day. Again, chop work, right? And look, typically when market's choppy and chop work, it doesn't really change. It doesn't really improve. So guess what? I don't see nothing. I go to the next day. It's like what I'm showing myself in backtesting is that maybe like there's not a trade as often as you think, but there's also like don't overthink the opportunity when it does come. Like I want to see longs here. I want to see longs because this was such a shallow sweep. So my bias is that we want to go back towards this high. We have this move higher. We probably have, let's see if we have any reversal. Because I'm not even really checking for SMTs or much. We don't really have much of a reversal signature. But we have this fair value gap below. So I want to see us 30-minute. I want to see us open into the 30-minute. Right here. I want to see us open into that. And I want to see us go higher. So let's see. It's probably even hourly too. So the 30-minute gets tagged. Market opens and we rip. And then honestly, dude, I mean, I kind of just have the understanding that this market was kind of like this. I'm going to wait for real setup, but I do think that this thing's going to print towards the highs without me. In these market conditions, yeah, so you wait because it is smart to wait for real setup, but resweep of that low. This looks really sloppy, but it probably is going to deliver to the high. This would be probably where I'd want to enter, but I'm going to just let it go because, again, it's pretty sloppy. And look at that. Would you look at that? Our bias is perfect. We didn't get a great entry. Where would I probably need to enter? Somewhere in here. It's probably our setup. Or this long, right? You just put your stops below the order block. But again, we didn't catch a trade. And it's like, it seems frustrating, but then wouldn't I rather trade 3 months and have this balance on my funded accounts and take $10,000 across 3 months instead of taking nothing for 3 months? Like, 3 months, divide that, that'd be 4 months out of the year. You get 4 months out of the year, right? Or you get 4 blocks of 3 months. If every 3 months you're making $4,000 net and you take a 10K payout, that means that you have a $40,000 in payouts at the end of the year. I mean, that's pretty dang good. And it doesn't mean you can't do more. It doesn't mean you're not going to make more. It's like, so frustrating that I can't just trade optimally. So what are we looking at here? Let's see. Again, we're chopping on the higher time frame, so what can I expect? I just got to play the intraday range. Okay, market opens, we start displacing higher. This is where, again, like when you play the market open, like we swept and we were just running off open. So I want to see these highs now get met. Okay. So look at that. We had a few no trade days, and then what happens? We got to put our balls on the line. We got to take a real trade. Why do I like this trade? We do have 30 seconds left on this close, but I like the way it's displacing. Just play the flip. Just play the flip, right? Again, it could just wick down gnarly here. Close good. I like the trade. We're in. I'd probably be break even there. Definitely would be break even here. And then bang. Simple stuff, right? It's probably gonna go up to the high. Simple stuff, right? Like, this trading stuff is so easy, man. It really is. So now I want to see us take this low. I'm gonna log out of the session. Kind of just to remind myself, like, hey, who's in control of this? Me. I'm in control of this. I want to see us run all the way lower to this weekly fair value gap, and I want to see us get a setup out of it. If we don't get that, there's no point in taking a trade. Because any long right now doesn't make sense, especially with the equal lows on ES. I want to see that happen, and then we have all of this low resistance liquidity to run out on the other side. We have this. We have this. And we got to remember the market regime that we're in right now. The market's been moving after 11 a lot these days. So I won't be surprised if we sweep that low and we sweep the low in ES and then we get the real move. That's like what I'm kind of anticipating and why I've sat on here. If we don't get a nice long setup, we don't get a nice long setup and we just wasted our time, but that's all right. This year is flying by, man. It's kind of crazy. This year is flying by. It's already mid-August, like late August. Nah, late August is a stretch, but it's mid-August, dude. It's crazy. It's kind of funny how we actually didn't grab this high again and rejected off of it. I want to see us purge this low. I want to see us purge the weekly for value gap, and I want to see that setup. Ideally, we put in a low here, we kind of retrace, and then we flip lower and then get the setup. So I'm going to stay here for 10 more minutes, and yeah, we'll see what happens. And it's kind of funny because this became like a little backtesting session, and I just showed I took like 5 days of no trades, and look how effective it is. It's like, would you rather, like, yeah, it sucks in the moment. Like, it sucks right now to step away, but it's like, would I rather not trade the rest of the session or not trade at all today? Because realistically, I could have probably just gotten away from all my setups. I'd be, yeah, negative $89, but like, what even is that? Nothing. But what do? It's like I wait till the next day for the clear opportunity. And it's just a simple formula, dude. I just didn't really see shorts today, so it's on me. And I should have, dude. Like, this was the setup. This was setup that everyone cooked on. Looking at Instagram just now. But it's not the end of the world, dude. The weekly fair value gap made sense. I get it. I didn't get involved. This was the setup. You go short here. And like I pointed out way earlier in this video, just get in short. Rock your stop and just let things do its thing, right? 40 points, what does that mean? I could risk like 5 micros, 870 bucks. It's like, if you just don't overthink it and you just stick to your gun and you just take your one trade. And then I took my trade here. I took my trade long, right? I took my long, right? This is what happened. We took our long. 29, I think, unfortunately. Right, we took our long. We took it 3 micros. That's our trading day there. That's our trading day. We hit the take profit. If it hits the take profit, we went break even. If it hits take profit, we make 400 bucks. It didn't hit take profit, we go on to the next day. Like, it's so simple. It's so simple. It's so simple. Here it is. It's interesting how it's timing up perfectly with this low on ES. It's like, do I also want to even take a trade and have to sit in this thing forever today? 10 points off, 9 points off, or 5 points off, pretty much, but pretty much 10. 10 now. Yeah, it's frustrating to see everyone else take shorts and win and, you know, do all this stuff, but it doesn't matter to me. Blake took shorts, Patty took longs. Like, it doesn't matter, dude. You can't worry about what other people do. Some people are going to be break even. Some people are going to lose. Some people lost today. Some people won today. It doesn't matter because it matters what I do. How much would I be able to risk? 90 bucks, 90, like 45, so 40 points. If I just limit ordered that, 40 points, I could risk that and just play the reversal and lock out on break even. I kind of love that idea, dude. I kind of love that idea. But then I'm giving away 90 bucks for no reason, so. Let's just see if we get a setup. ES swept the lows, the equal lows. I want to see it play like a range logic. And kind of displace back up. I'd need to really just see some displacement. So the weekly fair value gap gets tagged. Beautiful. Wow, that's a huge fair value gap. We have these relative equal lows on the 4 hour. Yeah, this 5 minute. That 5 minute broke. Go 2 micros, 3 micros. I don't know. We're not really getting any like clear setup forming off these lows. So I'm not really sure what the game plan is here. Gonna wait till 11:10, and then if I don't see nothing or nothing's looking like it's setting up, like ES looks great right now for longs. It really does. Like let's just slap a paper trade here. We'll go for this reversal.
Order filled. Order working. Order working. Order working. Order working.
Need to see it run these wicks.
Stop field. Order cancelled.
Need to just lock it up here because I'm clearly just getting emotional trying to hit something, trying to feed just a desire to make money today. But yeah, it's like I don't want to step away. On a day where we're probably not going to get much, and it's all right. I'm down $50, $57. I'm not like, it's not the end of the world. We're gonna remanipulate this low. I want to see it give me something here. Especially with that would be SMT. I could just accept a $57 day. I mean, I should have just accepted this whole day as just no trade or just the break evens, but we clearly just didn't want to do that today. And I took this off just hopes and dreams of a reversal. It hit a 5-minute gap, so we had every right to just drop lower, right? So just kind of like, just dumb trading, dude. Just dumb trading. Yeah, just being dumb, bro. Just being dumb. But I really do think a reversal here looks really solid. Definitely considering taking this 30-second and or this 1 minute. Again, as long as I don't remove the daily loss limit, that's a W. just feels like one of those days where eventually it's gonna give me what I want, and I don't know. I just kind of feel dumb even just still being here. But all is not lost, right? Like, it's not the end of the world yet. Like, and there shouldn't be an end of the world moment. I should just step away. It's like $57. Come back the next day, risk $400, make 400. Who cares, right?
Order filled. Order working. Order working. Order working. Order working. Order cancelled. Order working. Order working. Order working. Order cancelled. Stop filled. Order cancelled.
I need to lock in, buddy. I need to lock in. What am I doing? What am I doing? There's just not much here, dude. I'm trying to force it. I'm trying to force it. There's a crappy 2-minute. Other than that, I'm trying to force it. Always another day. Like, we literally just showed that in the back testing. There's always another day. Market's not rocking and rolling right now. It's not doing its thing.
Order filled. Order working. Order working. Order working. Order working. Order cancelled. Order working. Order working. Order working. Order filled. Order cancelled. Order working. Order working. Order filled. Order cancelled. Order cancelled. Order cancelled. Order working.
Well, we're done after this trade because we got so many freaking attempts and eventually hit what we wanted. So even though we'll be up 47 bucks if this thing stops us at break even, but I'm locking it immediately because I want to go surf. See, I need to live somewhere with some good waves because it'll get me off the charts quicker. There's like nothing today, but might as well go surf. ES is not really moving up. But it doesn't matter. We're break even, and we're closing the charts. So we didn't lose today, even though we just sat here and just did whatever we wanted for an hour, 2 hours.
Order working. Order cancelled. Order working. Order cancelled.
Let me try and hit a runner for once, man. I mean, it's not going to happen, but we don't need...
Order cancelled.
We shouldn't have been trading anyway, so we're just playing
Order
with
working.
house money. We're playing with house money. It is what it is. I could even just hold for this. It's an extra 20 points. Playing with house money. If it comes out and stops us at break even, cool. We didn't deserve the win. If it hits our next take profit, cool. We got more money. But might as well take advantage of such a good entry. And that's how you play prop firms, is you have to catch these big moves. I need to detach myself from the outcome, even though that's something I clearly haven't done today, but I can't control the market going up or down right now. I am dang addicted to this stuff though, watching it go up and down. Can't take my eyes off it. Needed to press through there with some speed. But hey, we're basically in a 5-minute IFEG without having to be in a 5-minute IFEG. Without having to enter that high up. Just let it do its thing. What can I control? Absolutely nothing. Tell you what, if I close the trade here and it runs up all the way up here, I'd definitely be upset. So, can't worry about if it breaks even. Which it definitely will. Could have made $400 if I just TP'd all of it at 50 points. Instead, I was wanting to secure something and got way less. If it was going to go higher, it already ran against everyone. I'm not very optimistic about this. But we can't lose today. So, what's there to worry about? Kind of confused though how I'm going to be up $40 because it feels like I'm going to be down if this comes down. Trade performance, gross, profits, loss. Just getting some sensitivity here. Hopefully it starts flipping back higher, but I really doubt it. Like, that type of stuff doesn't really typically happen for me. Like, if we shorted here, there's no chance in heck we're ever getting back down here. But because we're in a long, of course, it's going to rip back down. And now I kind of just don't even feel like sitting in this. I don't want to close it now because it's just dumb. Because you're in a risk-free trade, but it's like, I don't even care. Like, I don't even want to sit. If it takes another 30 minutes to get to this high, I don't even want to sit in this. Actually, that's a lie. I do. But it's like mentally you're like, do I even care to sit in this? If we start breaking structure to the upside, I'll trail 1 micro. Like if we, yeah, like this, I'm going to trail this, right? Like we should
Order
come back
working.
down.
Order
And
cancelled.
that way we can secure
Order
another
working.
$20. Like this wouldn't even be a bad IFEG long. Could just close it here for $170. That seems really dumb. Should be quick here. ES has a lot of room to the upside. I'm gonna go break even on my second micro. Once we hit this high, once we grab this, I'm gonna go break even. Might even go break even now.
Order working.
Again, break even.
Order cancelled.
I kind of want to leave 1. Doesn't matter that much to me. Needs to flip higher now. ES needs to start running highs. Just be patient, dude. You can't lose today. In fact, you're gonna make money. Would you rather be in a short or a long right now? I'd much rather be in a long, and I'm in a long. That's what I gotta ask myself. Nice sensitivity off that order block. I'm hitting Los's 1,000-yard stare. He's gonna take a screenshot and send it to the Discord. Believe in it, man. Just gotta believe in it, like Naruto. Believe it. I don't even watch Naruto, but I've seen like the first episode, and he just screamed "believe it" like 15 times. I gotta just start doing that. I saw a clip of Timmy. I think he was joking, but he was like, "What do you do when you get in trade? He just gets in and prays." Low key, all I can do here. Would I rather be in a short or a long right now? I'd much rather be in a long. Would I rather this be my stop loss or this be my stop loss? I'd much rather this be my stop loss, right? Like, it's just like common sense stuff that's like you feel like it's so personal, and it's like it might not go your way, but which one has the better probability, right? And that's all you got to play. Is which one has a better probability? Has a better probability to go long. I'd be break even on that 30-second long.
Order working.
I'm really happy with how I'm managing this
Order
trade.
cancelled. Order filled. Order cancelled. Order working. Order cancelled. Order cancelled.
Closed it here for some reasons I will explain. I just don't really know. Like, I just don't know if the market has the juice to get up there, bro. Sweeping out this high, this 5 minute, right? Like, I'm having to just predict that's gonna run through, and it very well could, and it probably will. And I'm gonna regret closing that trade. But today hasn't been the most easy day for me. Hasn't been a good day, and I don't know. Been under some stress in the personal life, which is all right. Doesn't really shouldn't. I mean, it will impact trading, but that's all right. I'm not gonna make excuses for myself. Yeah, I kind of want to just get on my day. I have important stuff to get to. I know, like, it sounds like I'm coping. And again, I close it. Let's be honest. I close it because I don't want to sit through it and I want to secure profits. But also, like, just good to be done with the day. It's just good to be done with the day. I'm very happy with how I did hold this trade. Yeah, the review of the day is, look at that. Look what happens when you wait for a clear and obvious setup, right? There's no setup here, but what happens? Okay, there's no real setup here. Okay, what happens? Boom. Okay, boom, flip. Boom, get in. Low resistance liquidity. Boom, 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 boom. Get in. Boom, long. Take profit at 50 points. Make my $400 or whatever. What happens here? I leave my stop at break even. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get a stop at break even. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get a stop at break even. Resweep. I think we had SMT there. SMT. Bang, displacement. Okay, what does that mean? Oh, we're good. Trail stopped to here now. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get it. Oh my gosh, shut. Boom, flip. Boom, flip. Close above. Boom. Tag onto this resistance. Close above. Boom. It's simple stuff, man. It's simple stuff. So yeah, we've made back our loss from Friday now by trading today and yesterday. So just look what happens when you step away. Have I traded perfectly? No. But guess what? I didn't blow my accounts on Friday, even though I wanted to, or whenever I last lost. I can't remember. Friday, I think. So guess what? I don't blow my accounts on Friday, and I come back, and we make money today. And now our accounts are at all-time highs. We have 2K to draw down again. We're $900 in profit. Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean shit until we get the payout. But it just shows, stick to your guns, man. Stick to your process. Long session. I'm just going to end it here. I'm yapping. Code Diego and all the firms. I love you guys. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.